Perfect.
Lower this. Okay. So this is just a brief introduction to the Department of Building. Today on the agenda, I will be going over the agency transition, which is the structure and updates, the mission and organizational charts, agency service areas and service level agreements, innovations that make the district safer, ward-based account managers, because you may be all placed around DC just in case, and looking to the future and contacting Department of Buildings. Just to let you know, I read pretty fast, so if you need me to slow down, I'm perfectly okay with that. All right. And an overview for the transition, the Department of Building was established Act of 2020, was funded by the council through the fiscal year of 2022, and is in effect as of October 1, 2021. This law created a new agency, the Department of Building, which is responsible for the administration and enforcement of construction compliance, rental housing, Okay. Rental housing, safety, and residential property maintenance activities. And it's pretty much what's left of DCRA as the Department of Licensing, what's left of DCRA. So we're DOB, the other half is DLCP, the Department of Licensing, Consumer and Protection. The newly created DOB assumes its responsibilities, functions, and duties as of October 1 and has several reporting requirements to the council after its establishment. This is just a quick overview of what DOB offers, as well as our sister agency, DLCP. We handles construction code compliance, green building, permitting, rental property maintenance standards, surveying of the district, third-party inspections, and vacant and blighted property enforcement. I'm not going to go too much into DLCP now, since Inez is here. She'll be able to go into depth on exactly what they offer on their side. But this is just a breakdown of each agency. DOB's mission is to protect the safety of residents, businesses, and visitors and advance the development of the built environment through permitting, inspections, and code enforcement. DOB is responsible for regulating construction activities in the District of Columbia. The agency operates a consolidated permit operations division, reviews all construction documents to ensure compliance with building codes and zoning regulations, and has inspection and oversight authority through which construction activity, building systems, and rental housing establishments are inspected, with violations cited, and if necessary, abatement pursuant within the limits of the law. This is a structural breakdown of our particular agency. Again, I'm not going to go too much into depth of this, but it just lets you know Office of the Director, exactly. I fall under Office of the Director as an account manager, construction, and so forth. Customers' inquiry responded to within 3 business days. Permit application pre-screening completed within 2 business days. Plan reviews completed within 30 business days, first round. So if they request that you provide additional information, then of course it'll tack on additional days. Subsequent plan reviews completed within 15 business days. Life safety property maintenance inspections completed in 1 calendar day. So that means if you have no water, no electricity, that is considered life and safety. An inspector will come out within 24 hours. However, non-life safety property maintenance inspections completed in 15 business days. Vacant building initial inspections completed in 30 days. I believe that we should update that because vacant building has been very efficient on coming out within the first 24 to 48 hours, even though they have a 30-day allotted time frame. DOB plays a key role in protecting residents and businesses in conjunction with the laws contained within the DC Code that grant discretionary enforcement authority. DOB also has developed several resources to better serve the public. So these are our online platforms. The DOB public database is where you can look up enforcement information. And it offers real-time snapshots of the agency operations. Churches is where you'll be able to schedule an inspection, and then now they're streamlining the certificate of occupancy. It used to be in a paper format. Now it's electronic. Scout, you can go into the Scout system and it shares with the Department of License and Consumer Protection. It's an online consolidated database that allows customers to view permitting, inspections, licensing, enforcement, and compliance information, and other district data. And then our contracting rating system provides residents with the information so they can hire contractors who possess a proven track record of proper license and constructions and inspections. What I will say with our contracting rating system is to do your due diligence when you're looking for a contractor, dot your I's and cross your T's, because I do know a lot of our residents fall victims of bad actors, is what I like to call them. This is our public dashboard. You can go on here. DOB's public dashboard offers a candid look at the agency's efficient and performance regarding its customer interactions, service goals, and regulatory enforcement. It tracks agency performance, permit operations, inspections, violations and abatement, enforcement, vacant properties, and DOB index. Like I said before, this is just a quick breakdown of Turch's, one of our online services where you're able to schedule an inspection. If you want to use one of our inspections, you can request the DOB inspector to come out. If you would like for it to be a third-party inspector, you can also request that through that website. And this is if you're doing renovations to your home and you're looking for a permit and you need that final inspection, you can go through this site to request that. This is how Scout looks, and this is, of course, is an online consolidated database, and you can look up your address and find any pertinent information that you're looking for that we'll be able to see in our system that unfortunately the residents don't have access to. You'll be able to go to the Scout database and look up the information for any address in the city. Again, this is just elaborating on the DOB contracting rating system. I'm not going to go too much on this slide because I've explained it in the previous slide. However, this is where you go to look up contractors for a permit expediter, a professional engineer, or architect, and things of that nature. Our team of account managers serves as primary faces of the agency and the community, assisting to resolve escalated issues and supporting the agency's customer service delivery. They engage in routine representation of the agency at community events, provide information and training to stakeholder groups, and serve as primary points of contact for constituent services for a council member office, advisory neighborhood commissions, and the mayor's office of community relations. To contact our account managers by ward, you can go to our dob.dc.gov under DOB. You will find my information as well as my colleagues' information. While our team has been focused on standing up DOB, we remain resilient in our pursuit of excellent customer service by tapping into people, innovation, and technology. We plan on sharing more about imminent improvements and development in the following areas. Of course, quality assurance and control, continuing to supplement and inform our design of customer experience, particularly in the realm of inspections. We have a lot of inspection requests that come in through the agency. So we're trying to tighten up within that department, continue streamlining of our certificate of occupancy process. That is in a paper form now, so that's a little easier for the DC residents. Updates and improvements to our permitting process. We're trying to cut down the allotted time via plan reviewer. So we're hoping to cut down the permitting time frame from that 45 days to maybe 30 days. Advancement in our vacant property identification and classification management system and processing. This is the agency's information. So the agency may be reached in the following ways. This is our telephone number, our, what is it called? Our email address, as well as going to our website at dob.dc.gov. And if you don't want to call the the 3500 telephone number, you can definitely reach us on our website via chat, and you'll be able to live chat an individual and get your questions answered. You can contact, and customer service inquiry forms are available in addition to live chat feature. Virtual appointments may also be scheduled as users' convenience. Both agencies are located at 1100 4th Street Southwest, where our digital service assistance centers are ready to assist any customer who requests help using our virtual platform. And again, this is all of our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as our email address at DOB. And I believe this is the last slide. So that concludes. So I am going to stop sharing my screen. Why is it not sharing? And if anyone has any questions, I'm ready and available to answer those for you.
Yep. Thank you so much, Ms. Hutchinson. We have 2 hands up for now. But please, if you have a question, make sure you guys raise your hand and be able to ask Ms. Hutchinson a question.
Okay.
First up is Ms. Doris.
Hello, Ms. Doris.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How about yourself? I'm having trouble trying to unshare my screen, but outside of that, I'm here to help.
Okay, I have a question. They came out here a week ago and removed the utility pole, and I called for somebody to come out because instead they tore all the concrete up and left sand out there, and that's not a good thing to do because we got rats running around here in this neighborhood. So whoever they sent out sent me an email back saying that they didn't find anything wrong. They didn't find anything wrong because he went to the wrong block, even though I gave him the address. So how do I handle that?
Okay, so where exactly, because I have 2 questions. I can look up the address for you and see exactly what the inspection notes are, but where they took up you said it was an electrical pole, correct?
Yeah, utility pole. They dug the ground up and they left sand out there. I want to know when they're going to put the concrete back because, like I said, we got rodent problems around here, and I don't think that's a good idea. And
okay, I'm sorry for cutting you off. You're absolutely right. But I just want to know because that may fall under DDOT. So
okay. Whoever they sent out, they went to the wrong block. They went to the 1300 block of T Street. I gave them my address and told them it was right on the corner.
Okay.
And they closed the case.
Can I have your address and then I'll be able to look and see, and then I can reach out to my colleagues at DDOT if it is public space and have them come out and assess and try to treat whatever's going on. Like if they have to put down concrete, then see if they could put down the concrete and fix that up. But if it falls under DOB, then I'll have an inspector go back out there and inspect and then hold the required parties accountable.
Okay, it's 1814.
Ms. Doris, I need you to put that in the chat, please. Okay, yes, we don't want to send any personal information through the phone.
Okay,
again,
thank you.
We're on Zoom, so please send her that in a chat. You know how to do that, Ms. Doris?
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
Thank you, Della.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Don't forget to lower your hand. Next up is Miss Davis.
Hello, Miss Davis. How are you?
Gotta hit unmute in the middle, Miss Davis.
Okay, I noticed your platform was Facebook. I didn't see YouTube.
Oh, we're not on YouTube. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and then of course we have our email address.
How come you're not on YouTube?
Not sure, but I can reach out to our communications specialist and Tamika and see if we can get on YouTube. But
yes, because I don't have Facebook. I don't have Facebook, but okay. I do have YouTube. I just wondered why, most of the organizations per se include that. I just wondered why DC didn't.
Right. I'm not too sure how to answer that question because I just know that we have the other platforms, but I will reach out to our communications department to see if that is if we can get on YouTube for our residents who don't have access to the other social media sites.
I'd appreciate it.
No worries.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. I hope you
And
have a good
I
day.
just want to, I don't want you to think that it's going in one ear out the other. I'm actually taking notes, so I have it down to reach out to discuss about YouTube. But so no problem, Ms. Davis. Thank you for that question.
Okay, I appreciate it. It's a whole lot of seniors. It's not on Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, that's understandable. I get that because I'm not even on Facebook.
Hello. I
don't want to run into anybody I knew in high school.
Hello. Me
so we on the same page, Ms. Davis.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for your question, Ms. Davis. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Next up is Miss Sharon. Go ahead and hit unmute, please, in the middle.
Yeah. Hi. I wanted to know, is your agency and the other one you made reference to, were you all part of Consumer Regulatory Affairs, and this is the result of the break of the
split? Yes, ma'am.
I knew they saying they were going to break it down because it was too large. So
yes,
does Consumer and Regulatory Affairs still exist?
No.
Okay, but they have limited duties because they've all been formed. Yeah. Okay. I thought so.
Yes,
I was just wondering.
So we were DCRA, and then DCRA split. So there's no more DCRA, and so it's DLCP and DOB. You know, DC love their acronyms.
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're so very welcome.
Thank you, Miss Sharon. Appreciate it.
No, my hand.
Yep. Don't forget to lower your hand, Miss Sharon. Next up for questions is Miss Diane.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Diane. How are you?
All right. I forgot your name. Could you repeat your name?
It's Dellannea.
Dellannea. This is Diane. My question is this. I wonder, you deal with the buildings, but I wonder also, do you all deal with, I know you don't deal with the fire hydrants or the sewers, but is there any way, because fire, that's what I'm concerned about in floods. Is there any way that the sewers can be cleaned out and make sure all the fire hydrants is working, since we all around buildings?
Well, yeah. So, like you started off with, that's out of the purview of Department of Building, but I will reach out to the agency. If you want, you can drop your address in the chat. And when I reach out, regarding the public space, for the other resident who had a question regarding them digging up and leaving sand and stuff out there, I'll also speak with them regarding sewer cleanup.
Yeah, and another thing, do everybody that work on a building, like Joe Blow, does he have to have a license?
Yes, you are required to have a license to do construction in the District of Columbia. Okay, and I hope that if you're having Joe Blow, now as a property owner, if you want Joe Blow to come out and you want him to work on your property and he doesn't have a license, just know that if anything happens to that property, you have no recourse. You can't sue him. You can't, it's a civil matter at that point.
Oh, okay.
Between the contractor and the property owner.
Oh, okay. Well, how do they carry a license on them? What I'm asking, do they carry something on them to let us know if they have a license? You know, you don't want to take word of mouth nowadays because everybody's shady.
You are 100% absolutely right. And that's why you can use our contracting rating system online. And through that system, you will be able to, we'll pair you up with contractors who are licensed in the District of Columbia. So you can avoid having to guess if he has a license or not. You can go to our website, go through our contracting rating system, and everybody on there has done work in the District of Columbia and is licensed in the District of Columbia.
And how long is the license good for?
It depends. DLCP can go into depth on the license. I believe it depends on the kind of license that they have. I know that they have to get it renewed every so often. I just don't have the specifics on that, and I don't want to give out inaccurate information.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, young lady.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Diane. Miss Dellannea, I think, would it be helpful if you could pull that slide back up with the contact information, like with the number and the email?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll be able to pull that up and you'll still be able to answer questions. I think that would be helpful for them as well, you know, especially if they don't get to ask their question today.
No worries. Let me see. And I can also send this slide over to you as well.
Yes, we do record our sessions and post them on our YouTube channel. So but just, you know, for folks that want the information now, I think that's really helpful.
Okay.
You know, if they don't want to say it on the call, or if it's something really specific, you know.
Yes. So I have it up. I have it pulled up. If you need me to make it bigger, I can.
Awesome. Looks good to me.
Okay, perfect. I'm ready for the next question.
Yes. And again, I don't see Miss Inez on. I'm not sure.
Let me send her while I'm on the phone. I'm just gonna send her a quick little message just to.
Oh, I really appreciate that. I'm not sure if you guys planned it out in advance, like 30 minutes and then 30 minutes.
No worries. Let me.
Let me know when you're ready for the next question. We have
yes. Just give me 1 second. Let me just send this off to Inez and then. Okay, I'm ready for the next one. I'm waiting for her to respond.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Next up, again, is Miss Warren. Again, thank you all for raising your hands from Miss Dellannea. Hi, Miss Carolyn. How are you?
I'm fine. Hello to everyone. And Miss Dellannea, your presentation was wonderful.
Thank you so much.
I have a great question for you.
Hopefully I have a great answer.
The neighbors have been talking about replacing hot water tanks. And I was informed by them that if you have a hot water tank replaced in your residence, that you have to install a chimney liner. Is that a fact or not?
You said a hot water tank?
A hot water tank or a furnace. I understand that after you have the work done, you have to insert a chimney liner. It has something to do with the exhaust that comes from those electrical devices.
Give me 1 second. I'm reaching out to my colleagues. We need some input. And you said a chimney liner, correct?
A chimney liner, yes. I think it's a stainless steel.
And they're replacing their hot water tank?
Yes. It's a hot water tank or a furnace or boiler.
I'm still here. Give me a second. Furnace. No, I know with the boiler, you need a boiler permit. But I just want to see if it's required to input a chimney liner.
I'd also like to know why. I've been in my house for 70 years and I've never heard of such a thing.
And have they had an inspection completed?
No, the work is being done now.
And who instructed the neighbor to
put
add
a
the
liner
chimney
in?
liner?
She said the plumber had recommended that she put it in. It was required by the District of Columbia. It had something to do with the exhaust taken away from the house?
You're voting a board must go about it. No, the same commercial board plans to heavy construction equipment. That may be something I have to do research on. I'm looking on our actual the DOB's web portal, and it's giving me all of the information regarding the boiler, but it's not telling me if that you're required to put the chimney liner. So that's something that I would have to do additional research on.
I would like to know if any of the other participants have ever put a chimney liner in.
Yeah, I see Anne put furnace fumes in the chat. I'm pretty sure that was directed to you, Miss Warren. But I know you just asked. Folks weren't able to unmute.
Yeah, someone said yes, I did. They had to put a chimney liner in.
Oh.
But Ms. Warren, what I'll be able to do is I'm gonna send you the code. If you can put your information in the chat, I'll send you the code where it's requiring a chimney liner if you're changing your furnace out, and it'll give you a concrete answer or a concrete response. So you'll keep it in your Rolodex or your folder for future reference.
Well, I'm not changing mine at this time, but that's the talk in the neighborhood because my neighbor is having the work done.
Right, and I just wanted, it's good to know. So you may not need to change yours, but because it's a talk in the neighborhood, you can say, I got this from Department of Building, DC Code Section 43, and it's a concrete code so that it's a concrete answer and it's no back and forth or the plumber isn't trying to get over on the residents in the area.
Okay, so I need the information because my house is 70 years old.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
I can get that. I still have the same furnace.
Oh, so you're gonna be changing that out pretty soon. But yeah, I'll get if you could put your email address in the chat, I'll get that code over to you. And so in the future, if you need to change your furnace, you'll be equipped with the necessary information.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're so very welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Warren. Again, if you want to send Ms. Dellannea a chat, make sure you tap on participants and then tap on her name and then tap on chat. That's how you can send her a direct message. I see that in the chat. I think Anne wanted to say something to Ms. Warren. I know we have some hands up, but I know that Anne may have some good information.
Yes. I like you, is it Miss Warren?
Yes.
I've been in my house 74 years. I'm on my third change.
Oh my goodness.
The first change I had was from oil to gas. And that was like maybe 60, 70 years ago. And then I'm on my second furnace after having that one for almost 40 years.
Well, I don't have a furnace. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. I can hear you, babe.
Okay, I have a boiler that heats the radiators.
Okay, I'm not sure about that, but I do know that because of the fumes, and I had a contractor from the gas company put the went through the gas company, and he was told that he had to put a liner in when we got our first one, and they put the line, they replaced the liner, and it also keeps animals out of your coming down when your furnace is not on.
That's the little cage on the top of the chimney.
Well, we put that, they put a little hood on top. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. But they put a liner to keep the bird and the squirrels from getting. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm just telling you from experience.
Okay. I thank you. Yes.
Okay. So and the squirrels will get down in there. And the guy, the last time he told me when he fixed my furnace, which is been about 20 years now, I guess, or more.
But did they say it was required by the District of Columbia, or did you have a choice?
He just told me that he was required to replace it.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. Now I'm not saying that he was putting his hand on the Bible and swearing to me, but
he's trying to make more money.
But it was included in the construction. They also had to point up my chimney.
Yes.
This house was built in 1939. So.
Are you in Northeast DC?
I'm in River Terrace.
In River Terrace.
It's one of the first houses that was built out here.
Okay, thanks for your information.
You're welcome, dear. If you have any other questions, you can call me at 202-302-1767.
202-302 1767. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Ann, did you have a question for Miss Dellannea?
Yes, I wanted to know who is in charge of the sewer, the street curb, and what is the difference between your agency and what DOD? Because I'm a little confused.
So we're DOB. We handle the building portion, like vacant buildings, high grass, housing property maintenance requests, and then DLCP handles the licensing portion, consumer protection, the businesses in the District of Columbia. So we were all housed under DCRA and they split. They let DLCP handle the license and consumer protection, and we handle everything related to the buildings. Vacant buildings, blighted buildings, housing property maintenance concerns, and things like that. Now, if you're talking about public space, that falls under DDOT.
Okay. They got too many initials and too much stuff.
Yes, we do.
Confuse old people.
Absolutely. I'm young. You look young, so I don't know why you say old, but I so DC love their acronyms: DOB, DLCP, DBH, ABC, 1, 2, 3.
Well, look, I'm gonna adopt you, honey, because you just gave me a boost today. Thank you. Now, the company that has a license in the district, are they required to hire licensed people, or can they allow unlicensed people to work under their license?
Well, no, it's whoever has the license is the one that's doing the work. Now, if you want to hire, so let's just say it's a construction company and they're licensed to do business. Their workers may not be licensed, but they're not required because they're workers. So just as long
You're breaking up, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can now.
Yes. So is the contracting company that you're working with would be licensed. Their workers are just that, workers. So they'll come out and do the work, but the person that's overseeing should be licensed in the District of Columbia.
Okay, because I was wondering, because we've had some people out here in this neighborhood doing some work, and I'm telling you, my cat could go out there and be a better supervisor.
Right. And sometimes it's just what falls on that's why I always tell homeowners, dot your I's and cross your T's, because you can get the best of the best. And if you're not overseeing it and you're not staying on top of it, they can pull the rug right from under you.
Well, we got a lot of scams going on, and they seem to love us seniors. For some reason, they think that our brain went to pot at the age of 50 or something.
Right. I don't know. I work in banking.
If you talk to anybody on this iPad, their brain is working real good.
I believe it. I trust it. My brain working good. And hopefully I get up there in age where my brain continues to work as good as yours. So we just see, I feel like they attack the people that they think that are weak, which is kids and the elderly, and that's why we do events like this, and we speak out, because we just want to make sure that you're diligent and like I said, you stay on your toes.
And I do want to let you know that the Office of Aging has a list of people that have been checked out also by the government that will do handy things.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So,
Miss Alice had a few of them out. I did 2 events, one on Friday for DACL and then one yesterday.
oh,
And she brought a
mhm,
lot of people out for the seniors to
yeah.
make sure that they're aware.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're so very welcome.
You were very informative, and I just wanted to let you know about the liner because a lot of places tell you you don't, and then you get a fine,
Yep.
or something happens, and you got gas fumes and stuff in your house.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate it.
Anne. Thank you, Anne. Great question. Next up, again, thank you for being so patient, you all. Miss Gloria, go ahead, and then after Miss Hutchinson, were you able to get in contact with Miss Inez?
Yes, Inez said they sent a message out and said a DLCP sent a message and said they were not going to be able to participate.
Okay, we'll follow up with them. Hopefully we can get them on maybe next Tuesday, for example, to get their side. But thank you for letting me know. We have some hands. We'll probably go until 2:30 for the hands, and then we'll have closing remarks and be done for the day. Okay, Miss Dellannea?
No worries. Thank you.
I appreciate your hard work as well, Dellannea. Next up is Miss Gloria. Hi, Gloria. Thank you for being so patient.
Hi, good afternoon. First off, I think she answered my question because my question was really going to be related to, I guess it's DOT, or whatever.
DDOT, yes.
About our curb and stuff like that, where the tree stump is and stuff like that. Years ago, we had a big old tree that was dead and they removed it, but they never filled it in, and the curb is cracked. And we have seniors, one is on the on Walker and stuff, and it's this sidewalk is so uneven, and it's difficult for the seniors to kind of like get around on it. But I think you said that's with VDOT.
Yeah, DDOT, and you can reach out to them and they'll be able to assist you further.
Okay, and then I was going to also tell the young lady that the liner is good. I wasn't required to put one in there, but my neighbor was saying that because we have possums around here, then they will get in your chimney, and one had gotten in his chimney, and so I did get the liner. So that liner is very helpful, keeping up the little critters and stuff.
Okay. Oh, yes, and that was for Miss Warren's response.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Okay, so is there a number for VDOT, because this has been going on for about 3 years. In fact, I called the mayor's office and sent a text and everything, and they had it to be inspected for almost a year, and then finally about a year and a half ago they said where it was closed, it was already fixed. I also had somebody from the mayor's command center to come out and look at it, and they took pictures and they said that they were sending in, but it's like nothing is ever done. They so who do I talk to about
You can go to D as in David .dc.gov. So it's D as in David, D as in David, OT .dc.gov, and on that page you'll see step 1 where it says you can say request or reply, and you can say let me see, like pothole repair, sidewalk repair, and you can click on sidewalk repair and request now, and they'll send someone out. My colleague also dropped, thank you so much, Ms. Harris, she dropped DDOT's information in the chat, so you can just click on that link and go straight to their web portal.
Okay, thank you so much.
No worries. And once you get there, like I said, step 1, I need to request. Step 2, you'll say sidewalk repair, and then step 3, request now.
Oh, okay then. All right, thank you. And she put it in the chat?
Yes.
Yes, Miss Gloria. Tap on more and then hit chat. It'll be the very first thing that you see. I also DM'd you that, direct messaged you that address link as well.
And I believe she provided a telephone number as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
No problem, Miss Gloria. Great question. Thanks so much. Yep. Don't forget to lower your hands, guys. Really appreciate it. Next up is Miss Brenda.
Hello, Miss
Hi, Miss
Brenda.
Brenda. How are you?
I'm doing very good. How are you?
Good.